Hi, welcome to your mat. We're going to begin today's practice lying on our back, coming down onto your seat, slowly rolling the spine all the way down onto the mat. Extend the left leg long, bring the right leg up. Begin to circle the leg in large circles, noticing how wide the leg can move outside the frame of the body. About 3 to 5, clockwise and counterclockwise. We're warming up through the inner thigh, through the outer hips, lengthening through the front and the back leg line of the body. The right leg extends up, draw the right knee in, give it a nice squeeze or a pop. In my case, extending the right leg out long. Switch it out for the left. The left leg extends up, large leg circles. 3 to 5 in each direction. The hips move along with this action, just bringing a little bit of mobility into the socket of the hip. Take it around, reverse direction. My hip likes to pop. The left leg extends up, reach it nice and long, bring the left leg down to meet the right. Draw the knees in, bring the hands to the shin, begin to rock and roll yourself up to a seat. You'll roll over the feet, cross the legs, step the feet back to a downward facing dog. 4 points of contact in downward facing dog. Begin to root into your 4 points of contact. As you lengthen the hips up high, traction the spine, crown of the head to the earth. Right leg extends up to the ceiling, knee to right elbow. Right leg extends up, knee to elbow. Right leg high. Step the right foot out nice and wide to a wide-legged runner's lunge. The right arm will extend up to the ceiling, leaning the chest back. Lengthen through the left heel as you pick up the left hip. The back leg will shoot through, coming forward onto your seat. Bring the right inner thigh to the inner leg line, forward fold. A few breaths in forward fold. The left hand will plant to the outside of the left hip. The right arm reaches nice and high. Bring the right foot out wide, step the left foot back. The right leg will reach for a 3-legged downward facing dog. Step the right leg forward to a low lunge. Lower back knee down, rise up to crescent moon. Shift the hips back slightly so you can pick up the right foot and plant it back down. Crescent moon lunge. Shift the hips back, pick up the right foot, set it back down. We'll do one more round. Shifting the hips, lifting the right foot, placing it back down, crescent moon. Bring both hands to frame the front foot, back leg straightens, low lunge. Heart lifts up, stretches forward, back leg engaged. Downward facing dog, right leg reaches back, send it up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Breathe in your downward facing dog, settling into the practice. Left leg extends up to the sky. Left knee, left elbow. Left leg high. Left knee, left elbow. Left leg reaches. Stepping the left leg out nice and wide for a wide-legged runner's lunge. The left arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Bring some weight into the right hand, pick up the outer right hip. You're shooting the back leg forward, coming down onto your seat. Draw the left heel in towards the right inner thigh. Lengthen the spine, fold forward. Settle the breath. Settle into the practice. The right hand plants behind the right hip. The left arm spirals up to the sky. Step the left foot out nice and wide, giving yourself clearance to step right foot back to lunge. Left leg comes back, three-legged dog. Stepping the left leg forward for a low lunge. Lower the back knee down to the earth, rise up to crescent moon. Stabilize with the exhale. Refine with the inhale. Shift the hips back, pick up the left foot, plant it back down. Shifting the hips back, left foot lifts, crescent moon. Pressing off the forward foot, lift it up, ground it down, crescent moon. Fingers frame the left foot, straighten back through the right leg. Take a deep breath in. Front leg meets the back, three-legged dog to downward facing dog. Bring the left leg to the middle of your space. Right leg extends back, three-legged dog. Wide-legged runner's lunge. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Shoot through, back leg comes forward, hips lower down. Taking the right leg, crossing it over the left, bringing the left hand to hug in the outer right thigh. Reach long through the left leg, spine tall. Twist over the right shoulder. Belly draws away from the thigh on the exhale. Expands wide into the lungs on the inhale. Unwind the spine. The left hand comes to the outside of the left hip. Uncross your right foot. Shoot it back through. Right leg high, three-legged dog. Low lunge. Crescent moon. Hip shift back. Lift the front foot, step it forward to a single leg Tadasana. Back leg steps back, crescent moon. Front leg lifts, plant it back down, single leg Tadasana. One more round back. Left leg lowers, slow and steady. Front leg lifts, single leg Tadasana. Left leg meets the right, chair pose. Both feet grounded down, weight shifts back to the heels, lifting up the toes. Breath in, breath out. Prayer twist, hands come to heart, left elbow outside of right thigh, twist. Play with the position of the hips where you feel the most rotation through the spinal column. Chair pose is your release. Left leg steps back, lower down to crescent moon. Low lunge. Right leg high, three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg high, wide-legged runner's lunge. Right leg shoots through. Left foot steps to the outside of the right thigh. Hug the right outer thigh in, lengthen the spine, and twist over your left shoulder. Cleansing on the exhale. Unwind the spine, uncross the legs. Plant the right hand, step the right leg back, three-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Low lunge. Crescent moon. Hip shift back, front leg lifts. Back to single leg Tadasana. Right knee comes up. Step it back, crescent moon. Lift the front leg. Single leg Tadasana. Step it back, low lunge to crescent moon. Single leg Tadasana. Chair pose. The tendency is going to be to rush through those lunges, lifting up the feet. So we practice slowing down, controlling the movement. Bringing the hands to heart space, right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, prayer twist. Chair pose. Forward fold, right leg steps back. Left leg, three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. We'll continue adding on. Right leg lifts. Wide-legged runner's lunge. Shoot through. Lower the hips. Bring the left heel in towards the seat. The right ankle will cross over the left thigh. Lift up. Reverse tabletop. Press through the palms. Create a flat belly. Shoulders come in line with the hips. Head can fall back or gaze over the nose, lifting the neck up. You'll place the right foot down, lower the hips down to the mat. Left hand grounds, right arm reaches up, left leg shoots back. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts high. Low lunge. Low lunge, crescent moon. Hips shift back, front leg lifts. Crescent moon. Shift it back, lift the front leg. Shift it back, lift the front leg, come up into single leg Tadasana, left leg lifts. Eagle pose, left leg crosses over the right. Right elbow underneath the left. Draw in towards midline, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Releasing the arms, unwinding the left foot, step it back to high crescent. High crescent, open up to warrior two. Scoop up that back inner thigh. Draw the left femur bone in towards the pelvis. Fire up through the right inner thigh, lengthening long. Star pose. Heels in, toes out, wide-legged forward fold. Halfway lift, flat spine, arms reach out, rise up to star. Point the right toes forward, triangle. Suspend your torso, reach it long. Ground down through the feet. Continue to lengthen through the inner thighs. Pivot on the ball of the back foot for a low lunge. Front knee bends, three-legged dog. Right leg reaches high. Downward facing dog. Left leg high. Wide-legged runner's lunge. Shoot the back leg through. Bring the left heel close to the seat. The right hip will lift on to the left thigh. Lift the hips up. Reverse tabletop. Press into the outer right thigh, lift it up a little higher. Lower the right heel back down to the mat, lower the seat down to the earth. The right leg will come back through. Pressing down through the right hand, left leg lifts high. Crescent moon. Lower right knee down, rise up. Shift the hips back, lift the left foot off the mat. Plant it back down. Hip shift, front leg lifts, lower down. One more round. Step forward, single leg Tadasana, eagle. Right leg over left, left elbow underneath the right. Draw in towards the midline. Lift the elbows up, lean the shoulders back. Unwind, stepping the right foot back to a high crescent. High crescent to warrior two. Warrior two. Warrior two up to star. Point both toes in line with the outer edges of the mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Halfway lift the spine. Wide-legged forward fold. Flat back brings you all the way up to star. Triangle, left toes point. Hinge at the pelvis laterally. Press the hips forward, lean the shoulders back. Refine with the breath. Low lunge, bending through the front leg. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. Three-legged dog, left leg extends up. Downward facing dog. Squeaky mat today. Deep breath in and a full breath out. Right leg rises. Knee to elbow. Right leg high. Wide-legged runner's lunge. Shoot through, back leg comes forward. Take the left hand, swing it behind you, gate pose. Pressing down through the right foot. You can lengthen out the legs if that feels good. Reach long with the fingertips. Shoot it back through. Left leg comes behind you. Hands replant. Three-legged dog, right leg high. Low lunge. Crescent moon. Shift the hips back. Foot comes off the mat, single leg Tadasana. Step it back to lunge, lower down, slowly crescent moon. Shift hips back, lift front foot, single leg Tadasana. High crescent, crescent moon, front leg lifts, single leg Tadasana. Figure four. Hands come to heart. Option to bring the chest a little closer towards the thigh. Elongate the back of the neck. Find the breath. Single leg Tadasana. Left leg lifts. Stepping the left leg back to a warrior one. Warrior one, plant firmly down through the feet. Position the hips where you feel stabilized through the upper and the lower body. Reaching the left arm forward, the right arm back for an open arm twist. Back to a warrior one. Curl the tailbone underneath you. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Low lunge. Three-legged dog, right leg high. Downward facing dog. Left leg reaches back. Left knee to left elbow. Left leg high. Wide-legged runner's lunge. Shoot through. Gate pose. Right hand plants. Hips lift up. Reach long away from the grounded feet. Lift the chest skyward. Lift the upper back. Shoot it back through. Position the hands. Three-legged dog. Left leg steps forward. Crescent moon. Rise up, crescent moon. Find a focal point. Shift the hips back. Lift the left foot up. Single leg Tadasana. Right foot steps back. Lunge. Crescent moon. Hips shift back. Front leg lifts. Single leg Tadasana. Crescent. Lower the knee. Shift the hips back. Lift the front foot. Single leg Tadasana. Right leg lifts. Figure four. Hands draw the heart space. You can find what's functional in your body. If you're used to sitting here and this is easy for you, challenge those tissues of the body, sit a little deeper. Single leg Tadasana, the right leg will lift. Step the right leg back to crescent. Crescent to warrior one. Left arm reaches back, open arm twist. Warrior one. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Low lunge. Three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. Melt through the heels, take a full breath in. And a releasing breath out. One more round, full breath in. Releasing breath out. Right leg high. Wide-legged runner's lunge. Step it forward. Gate pose. Shoot through. Right leg high, three-legged dog. Step the right leg forward to low lunge. Lower down to crescent moon. Front foot lifts. Single leg Tadasana. Tree pose. Interlace the fingers, reach the knuckles up towards the sky. Release the knuckles, release the hands, and find your variation of tree pose. Left leg steps back to crescent. Open up to warrior two. Extended side angle. Top arm reaches forward, lengthen through the side body. We've done a lot of rotation, so let's find some lateral length. Extended side angle. Press into the right leg, reverse triangles. Open up through right side body, lift left rib cage up to the sky. Low lunge is your release. Three-legged dog, right leg reaches. Downward facing dog. Left leg high. Step it wide. Shoot through. Gate pose, lift the hips. Shoot it back through. Left leg high, my floor is pretty slippery. Low lunge. Back leg lowers down, rise up to crescent moon. Glide the hips back, lift the front leg. Single leg Tadasana. Tree. Interlace the knuckles, spinal extension, axial extension, lifting long. Step it back to crescent. Open up to warrior two. Extended side angle and hold. Top arm reaches forward, bringing length to the right side body, depth into the lunge. Reverse triangle, straighten through the front leg. Reach long through left side body. Low lunge is your release. Whew. To downward facing dog, three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths in and out. Feet walk to meet your hands at the front of your space. Ragdoll. Dangle the torso from side to side. Release the fingers down, bring the hips down to the heels. Arms reach forward. Sit the hips down, extend the legs out in front of you, keep the arms reaching forward. We're walking the hips back, using our side body. Back of the mat, and then forward of the mat. You should feel the obliques begin to turn on as you reach the leg forward. You're still tall in your spine. Bring the heels in, lower the spine down. Draw the knees in a little, the heels in a little closer. Come to neutral on your pelvis. Lift the knees up. Give them a squeeze in. Extend the left leg out nice and long. Reach the right leg up to the sky. Circle the right leg down, around, and up. Leading with the inner thigh. This time, maybe minimizing the rocking of the pelvis. Finding more of a muscular action, pulling tissue to bone. Reverse. 3 to 5. Reach the right leg high. Hold on to the back of the right hamstring. Curl up. Press into the right thigh. Scissor the legs. Scissor and scissor. We're here 10, 9, 4, 2, and 1. Lower upper body, right leg extends long, reach long through the heel, stabilize through the hips, hip circles round, a large circle. Notice how these may feel different from when you first began class. If you have a little bit more mobility through the hips. Hold on to the back of the left thigh. Curl the upper body up. Scissor the legs. I like the double pulse, but feel free to do what works in your body. Halfway there. Both legs reach up. Upper body lowers down, upper body lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, kick on the core. Last one, hold. Lower the upper body, bring the heels into the seat, lengthen them long on the mat. Reach the arms forward. Take a deep breath in as you stretch the body long. Then open up, relax down, and settle into your final Shavasana. Feeling the after effects of your movement, what it affects. What sensations, what state of being. Has it inspired? Final Shavasana is where I leave you. With light, love, gratitude, and grace. Namaste.